In the past 6 months, I've built bases, fought bosses, made farms, but I haven't made the greatest videos. So with a soft restart, this is Passion SMP. This is Spawn Town, better name pending, and I want to fill it with shops, but today we're just making it in, and my first shop, your dime, my time. You see, I have far too much time on my hands. I have over 600 hours on the server so far, so why not trade my time? Whatever people want, I'll barter with them. Want a box of wood? Give me some bad omen. Need a heavy core? Get me pig step and I'll call it good. But first, I'm a bit of a collector, or hoarder, of items, and I'm missing half of the armor trims available. There's the Desert Pyramid, both ancient city templates, and all the trail ruins. The Desert Pyramid is easy, and you'd think the ancient city would be difficult, but I'm the king at finding them, for some reason. So this has heavily been unplanned. At this point, I have found 9 separate ancient cities. There's number 9, that was 5. 8's up here, as well as many others across the world. I currently have 12 ward trims. I have gained at least 32 god apples. I started all of this with 18. I have over 50. According to the wiki, a ward trim is like a 4 out of 80 chance, and a silence trim is a 1 out of 80 chance. So theoretically, I should have gotten one by now, but I haven't. And I don't know why. But basically, the entire protocol with all of these. I look for the Shrieker. Hey, no Shrieker. We good? Anything near... Anything nearby, we get it. And protection, Swift Sneak. That's actually pretty good, so we'll take it. I no longer have room in my treasure shulker box, so that's a thing. From here to here is Swift Sneak. I have 13 Swift Sneaks. Swift Sneak 3, by the way. I stopped grabbing them after number 5. After City 5, that is. And this is City 10. Yeah, that's what we call bad. Have I been running around often enough? Oh, good. I have reset my counter. Fantastic. There's 2 of them. Is it worth? And is it close enough? That's actually might be close enough to trigger that. I don't think there's nothing close enough to trigger that unless, that'll do it. That'll do it. And so sadly, the protocol a little bit with this is clear of this one. I know for a fact it's gonna trigger the ones up here, so while it's being triggered, it's not gonna spawn in a new one really close together. So we just grab everything else while the warden spawns. Oh wait, no, I can't have a warden spawn yet, so we're fine. It's gonna take a minute still, so we're fine. I was running around for nothing, it's chill. But yeah, that's what's happened before basically every single chest opening you've seen so far. Oh wait, we're on like 2 shrieks, we should be fine. Nope, we're not. Alamo. Then you come up here and you sit your ass down, and I'm gonna get rid of that boy. You do not get a chance. And then I bring the free cam down here and I sit on my phone until this guy goes away. That is what I've had to do every single time one of them spawns. But yeah, if you ever want to just absolutely obliterate an ancient city, this is basically how you get through it. Happy travels. Also, just don't touch the ice buildings. They are not worth it. They will not have any loot that you could ever want unless you're absolutely desperate for golden carrots. It's just not gonna happen. But yeah, I just wanted to highlight getting the silence trim it has not been fun. It really has not. And I am tempted to make this trim... Nah, I can't talk about that. That's spoilers. Oh yeah, these ones, if you want to risk it, go for it. There's a Shrieker right there. Oftentimes they're safe, occasionally. I think this is only the 2nd or 3rd one I've had that actually had a Shrieker. But water bucket up, or fly. If you need to fly away from something else, then this is a pretty good spot to fly to, too. And now... Oh wait, I could show how ridiculous this animation looks. Yeah, just chill out there, buddy. I want to show the absurdness of your digging animation. And please dig yourself into the ground. Hi. Please dig yourself into the ground, preferably sooner than later. And there he goes, into the ground. And I think that's the best scenario I've ever seen of it. And this is gonna trigger it again. And goodbye. But yeah, this is not fun. Just know, for every chest you see me open, I opened at least 20 more. I swear if after I explained all that, this has it. And that was a little too hopeful, apparently. Oh my god. My hands flew off the keyboard. Oh my, I didn't even look at it at first. I just did my routine, unpause recording, pause record. I have it. Oh, I have it. Oh, everything else in here but the experience bottle is pointless. Oh, I have it. I'm on Ancient City number 14. Oh, sweet sunlight. I am 5,000 blocks away. I had to go to new chunks and find new places. 14. It took 4. I have 16 ward trims. I've almost. Okay, let's check on my God Apple situation. Because I started this journey with 18 of them. I now have a stack and 7. I almost gained a stack. I've gained, quick math, 53 enchanted golden apples. I have it. This is all I've done for at least the past 48 hours. That's a lie, I also played Sly Cooper. But I don't even know if I want to look at Ancient City ever again. I got seriously into a roll with it for a while there. It took like a second to even process that I had found it. Immediately? Hold on, immediately? What do I need to copy this? Say no more. Also, I got another Diamond Hoe, because I don't have a Fortune version, and this was just sitting in a chest, fully enchanted. You're getting adopted. Also, we added mob heads, and I got a bat head after killing a bat with a pickaxe. I don't know the chances of that. It's pretty small though, considering my pickaxe cannot and does not have looting, but I have a bat head. I have the resources. I can. You know what? Such a flex, I might as well. Why am I looking for a smithing table? I have a floor made of them. I mean, why not? I already got the achievement for the first one. Might as well do a second one. Oh, right. Capitalism, where are you? Give me my diamonds. And then make a bunch of copies of this. Because I never want to have to ever find a new one of those ever again. Never. Now I just gotta hope that the Trial Ruins actually has the other 4 that I need. Luckily, I've explored most of the server, so searching the correct biomes on the map, I could potentially save time by looking for terracotta and mud bricks to find the Trail Ruins. Simple. It's so simple. And yeah, this is gonna take a while, so I'm just gonna time-lapse it. And I just straight up got all of them. Alright. I was expecting that to take a lot longer than it did, but it didn't. Alright. I forgot one. Back to the grind. Hey, not bad. Not too long anyhow. What? I just wanted to try and get a, oh, I think it's a head, isn't it? It's a head. I fully thought a magma cube like landed on his head, not that it was a Minecraft head. That's funny. Okay, that's actually a really common head. There we go. And I want wither roses, so yeah, sorry fellas. Boop, boop, doot, doot. Also, there's so many eggs. It'd be really cool if I got a wither head out of this. Or like an explodey wither head. I think that's the one you can get. Nope, just a star. Oh, I did! The wither head. Hey, I'm still hurt. There we go. Well, I'm just collecting heads now. I'm gonna need to get a treasure. Oh, there's another one. I'm gonna need to get a treasure hulk box for that. 25 wither roses. That's not bad. Honestly, I just wanted it for decoration, and I know there's some farms that like using them. So, yeah, that's... You are the lone survivor. The only survivor, you poor thing. On half a heart. Oh, if I punch you, you're dead. Well. Anyway. And now I can do that. I've wanted to do that since I made the house. So I got 3 flowers here, and they're not just randomly picked. This one's for Tall and Carl. I can't remember it, is up there for my lace. And then that one's for Hoddlefoggin. I also completely forgot that this is meant to be a soft reset of the server, so none of those names probably make any sense. I've collected mobs slash kids over the course of several series. So for simplicity's sake, Taul, Taul, is from Homeo's SMP Season 1. I got him again in Season 2, and this is the third time I've got him. Carl is very new. I wanted torch flowers for Taul's room, and so we got Carl, which was originally named Snort, but Carl, the other llama's name is actually Paul, so we renamed him to Carl, because I was calling Taul when trying to get tall. The next kid I collected, for lack of better words, is Hoddlefoggin, my very sassy pillager wherever he may be at the moment. I think he's down studying. Hey buddy, how are you doing? The very sassy boy Hoddlefoggin, at Homeo's SMP Season 2, I was about the time I learned you could pacify pillagers. Yes, you sassy boy, stop side-eyeing me. And so I pacified a pillager, and for some reason it got named Hoddlefoggin. I cannot explain myself on that one. I really can't. And then I did a hardcore series, and in it I collected my various allays. This one's Moon, and he has a beautiful room that I don't think has really been seen on camera yet, so nice little look at that. I absolutely adore his room. His room's my favorite. Then Nightmare's chilling over here for some reason. He's desperate to escape his also gorgeous little room down here. Yeah, adorable little bed. And then Dream hangs out over here. He's got a little hammock bed. Admittedly, his isn't as decorated. I wasn't quite sure what to do with his. And there's also Sun's room, and he's all the way up there. But that's all my boys. That's all my allays, and they're chilling out down here. But now I do actually have all of the trims. So, using these, we can actually make another shop that I've been wanting to do for a while. So we're not just gonna make Your Dime My Time, we're also gonna be making my favorite little shop, Bits and Bobs, which will be selling my trims along with other bits and bobs I have, because I just have a lot of rare stuff that I don't need, and using a lot of stuff that I've had to go to collect. We can take all these random items, along with more useful stuff, and build up my shops. Let's get to it. This town is made to be medieval, early industrial, steampunk clash, and these shops should set that example. Each of these buildings have different intentions. The inn is meant to feel historical and repaired, some parts weathered and others very new. Then Bits and Bobs is more of an established, more industrial shop, giving off brick and mortar vibes while still being humble. And Your Dime My Time is a little more of the parasite to this little corner, with a refurbished storage container frame and merchandise haphazardly spilling out. All in all, I adored this project, and there's gonna be a behind the scenes of me making these houses in a couple days, and it's actually done. I spent a day really just busting through this. This build took like 5 hours. I even actually used it a couple times. I used this room to AFK in. Also, I don't think I have any leftover. Yeah, I don't have any leftover dark oak, but I noticed I actually used a schematic to help me build this a lot quicker, because I wasn't gonna remember all the little details I have around here, and there's still a few things I need to do, but I forgot to put dark oak trapdoors there like they are in here. Also, I need to change this back to normal. There we go. And there's still more details that I need to do, but I also need to get this video out, so I'm just gonna quickly explain what I'm gonna end up doing. Very much so off camera, because it's going to take a minute. In my actual schematic of this and on a copy of the world, these armor stamps are not blank. The ones in the inn are, because it's meant for like putting down your armor when you go to AFK, so you're not clogging up your chest with that if you have a full inventory. But each of these will show off one of the armor trims. And because there's 6 total, and there's 18 armor trims, there's 3 pieces of armor per, that is, of these little stands. And I want to do gold armor with diamond trim because that looks really nice. It's a nice pop of color in this pretty uniform, earthy toned room. And then upstairs, well, I should actually explain, if people want trims, I'm not actually going to keep them down here. If people want trims, assuming they're like coming to me like, hey, I want to come buy some trims, I'll go, oh, okay, let's go upstairs then. We'll head upstairs where I have yet another desk, and that's going to become apparent why I have it in a moment. And it's like, okay, let's get you on back. And then I forgot to place some. Do I have Yes, I have. I just didn't place them back down. But each of these armor stands, there's 18 of them, 6 here, 6 there, and 6 there, are going to be a full set of gold armor with a diamond trim. And it's going to be a full set of each trim, so people can try on what they want, mix and match, and go purely based off looks, because I do just want to sell all the trims at the same price. I did also mention, I was talking about the silence trim earlier, I'm like, oh, I can't say that, that's spoilers. Well, I was very tempted to sell the silence trim and the silence trim only to be more expensive, but I feel like that's just really petty, so I don't want to do that. That is the one issue with these windows. But all the trims are going to be 7 diamonds. Just, literally, it's just to copy it. You're just paying to copy the trim, because I'm going to pre-copy these. And then the rest of these, the books are probably going to be my main seller, but armor and tools I'm going to sell as well, because I also have a bunch of just extra armor and tools that I collect when I go running out into the world, especially if I go end city busting, because I usually end up doing that every now and again. If I need shulkers, I shouldn't need shulkers for a while though, because most of my storage has gone back down to barrels and chests rather than my hoard of shulkers. But I have a lot of them, and they're usually pretty inexpensive. There are quite a few shovels. It's usually diamond tools or enchanted iron tools. I think 3 diamonds per is actually pretty good, because I don't need a profit on this. I am the richest I'm the richest person on the server. I really don't need the diamonds. Diamonds is just like a placehold economy. I'm tempted to do emeralds, but then again, we have the cartographer loop, so getting money is as simple as, you know, just trading a bunch. And then I also have a ridiculous amount of iron, so yeah. And then the books are the more expensive ones because they're a little harder to find, but because I've gone through so many ancient cities, I have all the, Swift Sneak. I have all the Swift Sneak books, and then I actually found several mending books while I was in the ancient cities, as well as some others that were useful. I think I found an Aqua Affinity at some point, like a good Efficiency 5 or 4. I found some good books at some point. So yeah. And I need to actually put some dye and glowinks on that, but that'll be later. And then this is loosely connected, but you guys actually saw this at the beginning in the intro, unless you skipped it. And I actually used the copy of this on to make that intro. I could just bring people over. It's not meant to be a huge thing. It's just meant to be enough for a bit of storage. If people want to order something, then I can keep their order in here in a little shulker box, unless they need shulkers, then I'll keep it in one of the chests, or keep it somehow, some way. But it doesn't need to be a lot. It just needs to be enough and kind of homey that I have a decent background when I'm talking to people, and it's a little interesting place, because it doesn't need anything. The merch is whatever people want it to be. It's purely just a communicable trade. Also, I did a textured floor, and I have no idea how I'm gonna keep this from getting snowed on. Actually had to run several times while I was building this. Also, I wanted to show what view you would get when you... Oh, damn schematic. I don't know how to get rid of this. I think that... No, that's worse. I don't know how to get rid of that, but this is the view. Let me zoom in my FOV to a normal amount. This is the view you get of it. I made sure that this is great from basically all angles. I know I need to work on that. It's gonna happen. I know it's gonna happen. This isn't even a joke. The thing is, I've been building so much, and I've already terraformed this once or twice. This is the 3rd time this area has been terraformed. That area was terraformed as well. So once I'm done with this general area, then I'm going to terraform it, because I may change this again. And I don't want to have to spend a bunch of extra time if I'm just going to change it. But I did want this to be pretty good from basically all sides. Hello, that's a building. And I adore it. Also, that window, you like don't see it all, and you don't see anything on the inside, but it's much better just actually having it than getting rid of it, so it's there. And I love this, and I love the little inn. I had to... There's gonna be a behind the scenes video, but I had to change these 2 buildings. My time was just fine. It was perfectly fine. These 2 buildings had to be changed so much. I had to fix this roof like 5 times because I've had a sketch of this to get me started. And I specifically wanted this silhouette. I wanted this arch and this arch to meet up. Also not be taller than this, but I also needed, I already had the layout planned. I already had the layout for the inn. I've had it for a while. I've had it before I even made the community center. I knew for a fact I was specifically going to build the exact layout like this. I did change it a little bit. This is shorter than it was originally going to be. There's still going to be this room. There's still going to be this hallway. There's going to originally be a second hallway, and I don't need a second hallway. And it also fixed all of my issues with the roof just to make the door right here. And then you have the adorable rooms, and there's also the cellar down here, which you don't really see a lot. And also this too. It's adorable. These are a bunch of tricks that you see a lot of times when you look up Minecraft ideas that I've just kind of cobbled together into its own thing. And also, all of these buildings solve a big problem I had of what do I make for a minigame? You see, in this server, we put together a lot of events. People will be like, hey, I want to do this thing. How about we do it? What time are you guys free? And with nothing much planned, they were like, hey, what do we do next? Does anybody have any ideas? I'm like, mini games? But I didn't have any ideas for mini games. So, I did have a plan for hopscotch using elytra hopping, but I have no idea how to get that mechanic working. I have no idea how to consistently do it. I just like doing it, but I don't have the time to figure that out. So, this is actually a really good place for hide and seek, and you can actually see one of the spots I want to do right there. I need to get a painting for this, and I've also hidden spots around everywhere, and there is a way to get up on the roof, even though this ladder's broken, but I think you can figure out how just by looking at this area. But all in all, I absolutely adore this. I want to get so many more places going here. I want to fill this entire area with shops, and we need to fix this. Like, this is meant to be a more dreary area, but I would love to make it more industrial, like all of the little bits and bobs I have around this back here. Also, look at the sign. I like the sign. It doesn't look like a bee. I don't know how to make it really look like a bee. This was the closest I could get. Oh, I forgot. I've never seen... Oh, lag. Oh, that's lag. Yep. I forgot. My favorite thing. I've never seen anybody do this. My favorite thing about this entire area is the trash bags. I have never seen anybody think of making a trash bag or a bin. I've seen people make bins. I haven't seen anybody make a trash bag yet. Unless I'm just forgetting that I saw somebody do it and I've stolen that idea thinking it was my own. But trash bags. I'm way too happy about the trash bags. Also, I love this little storage area back here, and a plan I have is this is what we're working on next week. There's going to be a whole transit center, both in the Nether Hub. Oh, excuse me. Sir, we're talking here. Get whacked. There's going to be a whole transport center, and I want an overworld one and a regular one, so, that's going to take a little bit. But part of it is, well, with the transport center, I want to throw a bunch of warehouses around here. And I think that looks... Excuse me! Trying to talk! I would love to have a transport bay of some type around here. Of like a giant warehouse and a bunch of warehouses around it. And maybe there's a train in it. It's loading off cars, unloading these storage containers. I would love to have more of these. Because I adore it. It's so cool, and it's such an easy design. I didn't even really think that I would have this, like, upgraded storage container house looking thing until last minute. I was going through several different ideas and going off of steampunk. I'm like, wait, this actually really works. I love it. It's so close to modern, but it's not quite there. It's making me think of, like, not steampunk, futuristic, I can't think of the name of it. What the hell is it called? The genre that's Stray, the game Stray, futuristic punk thing. It's not solar punk. 2077. What? So many words in my vocabulary, and yet I lose them all the time. It's like loose change. You have a lot of them, but when you need that quarter, you can't find the quarter. What? Name. It's a common dystopian one too. What is it called? Tech. Cyberpunk. It's kinda cyberpunk, but not really. I just really like the market stall look. Also, berry bushes are going to be covering this entire area, so be prepared for that. I need a reliable way to keep the snow away that isn't torch spam or string spam, because I have a bunch of string across all of these leaves. I would love to hear ideas on that. And I would also love to hear ideas for shops. Even if it's just something way dramatic out there. I love the aesthetics, I love the craziness of it. Even if it's just some guy, some butcher really likes pigs, and so his entire shop is just decorated with pigs. I don't care. I want to hear the ideas. I would love to hear the crazy ideas. I love this so much. Ah, this is great. Okay. I've talked enough. I've talked way too much. This was meant to be a shorter video. Now I've talked like half of it. Yeah. Thank you for joining me. Next time we're going to be working on the transportation center, which is going to be a big project. I have no idea how I'm tackling that one. And I also have to tackle the Nether along with the overworld, so that's fun. But thank you for joining me. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.